Hillary Clinton.
Who said something about Hillary Clinton?
What the? You mean to tell me you're an African American male and you don't like the Clintons?
I don't like the Clintons. And I'm gonna say something else that's controversial. I'm voting for Donald Trump.
Donald Trump?
Donald J. Trump. Yes,
There is no way you're gonna vote for that racist, sexist bigot.
quote, racist.
I'm voting for Trump because I want jobs, not welfare. I don't want to be a slave anymore. I don't want help. I want freedom. I want actual freedom.
And once you throw out facts and say, oh no, he's not racist, and you give them facts, the first thing they say, racist, you're racist, you're racist. I mean,
Yeah.
can we just come commune together and talk about this?
But on the way here, I was listening to all the black radio stations, and every single one of them were telling the black people on the air, telling them that if you vote for Donald Trump, you're an Uncle Tom.
Really?
If you vote for Donald Trump, you're a traitor.
You are Uncle Tom, and that's why we can't vote I'm still voting for Donald Trump.
Plain and simple, this right here. Nothing else. Nothing else. Black, your skin color. It's about race. It's not about race. I'm an American. So am I. Anything, I'm an American.
They spoke with some Trump supporters. Let's play what they said.
So I think we need to stop with all the racist stuff and the race baiting. Like me and my friend right here, we just met today, we was talking. You know, we got to stop with the racist stuff and this, that. We all Americans, man, and nobody paying David no mind.
Clearly, let me just be clear here. Obviously, the majority of Donald Trump supporters are not African American.
All you do is call division. But guess what? We see through you, and we're going to take this country back. We still are going to take this country back.
You have a right to do whatever you want to do. You have a right to vote for whoever you want to.
T-R-U-M-B. We're going to Trump Hillary.
T-R-U-M-B. We're gonna Trump Hillary.
You are a racist. That's sad. That's real sad. You are a disgrace to America. For being a young black man, you are a racist.
Thank you.
There are many black people who support Trump.
I mean,
Oh, how about you once at that rally, you see a lot of white people.
you know what?
The media won't show you that, though. You should go get educated. I'm very educated. I'm very educated.
We're being educated. That's sad.
Donald Trump trying to divide the country.
He's not trying to divide us.
Yes, he is.
He's trying to unite us.
The teenage Trump supporter has been brutally harassed online.
One comment I remember, he said we should go clip this, and clip means we're going to take you out, basically, you know. Absolutely.
I'm a police officer, and I have been through a lot of dramatic situations. And I have to be honest, I felt very uncomfortable there. At any moment, I could get sucker punched by somebody because they're just outrageously screaming and yelling and not really saying anything but hateful slurs, calling people that were involved racists and haters. And the funny thing is, these people are the most hateful, evil people I've ever seen. I could not believe what I saw.
Okay, basically, I'm a Trump supporter. I come over here where there's not a lot of smiles for people who are Trump supporters, and I just wanted to test the waters. I wanted to see if I come over here, would I be attacked? Would I be called curse words? Would I be called names? Would I be treated degraded, basically? And all of those things happened.
Moving forward, Donald Trump got up and, you know, he gained my respect. He didn't say anything hateful against anybody. He didn't say anything prejudiced. You know, I didn't hear any of that. I didn't hear any tones of that. I didn't get that perception from the people who were following him. Everybody was just excited for what he had to say. And I think he said a lot of positive things. And I think his character is a lot different than what you will perceive it to be in the media.
Let me set the record straight. All Republicans is not racist. They are not just for the whites, and they are not just for the rich, okay?
She looked at my shirt and she said, "Do you support Donald Trump?" And I said, "Yeah." And then she gave me this little like, you know, devious, conniving look. And then she asked me if I could ask a couple questions. And then after, like, if you notice, I mean, maybe you could run it back. When she started interviewing me, she kind of put down the mic a couple times, and then he kind of put down the camera because it kind of seemed like they weren't getting what they wanted, you know. And I kind of noticed that. But hey, you know, it's their, you know, it's their right to, you know, to publish whatever media they want, and it's up to people like you know, independent journalists out here, to actually show what's actually going on.
I saw what went down in Southern California. We're liberal, we're loving, we just want peace, yet they throw eggs at you and punch you in the mouth because they're peaceful and loving. Right. it got to me. I had to come out here and actually talk about what's going on. These people don't want to talk to you. That's the problem. They sit there and say they don't have double standards and that they're not hypocritical. They'll come up to you and just yell and scream like you're nobody. We hate you. You're racist. You're misogynist, homophobic. Supposedly, I'm a racist. Wow, that's crazy. My family is black. We're all mixed, okay? So it has nothing to do with race. I think Trump is really just trying to get the sovereignty back in America when he's talking about the border. There's just too many of these misconceptions generated by the hype of the mainstream media, and people just kind of buy into it because of the herd mentality. Read Edward Bernays' book on propaganda. Almost everything that's going on right now, he talked about it 100 years prior. It's crazy.
Liberals and Democrats use racism in order to funnel votes to their candidates. It's simple mind games that liberals and Democrats will play. They will push racism as a tool to get you to vote Democrat.
And everyone's hollering about racism and all of this stuff, when reality is all of this confusion and garbage and trash and lies, that's been the atmosphere for the past 7 years. They take confused people, pit them against each other, cause disturbances that they can politicize. That's not gonna solve anything.
Donald Trump has given one policy outline, not nothing targeted towards blacks, not nothing targeted towards whites, not nothing targeted towards Hispanics, but only targeted towards America first. Aren't you American? America first. And the Democrats go to the black community, they say something different than when they go to the Hispanic community, they say something different. As if black people don't want a stronger military, as if they don't want a better healthcare system. So y'all have to understand, that's the definition of discrimination, not what the Republicans are doing and definitely not what Donald Trump is doing.
Do people go say to you like, why do you support Donald Trump?
All the time. Yeah. It's because people have this weird type of idea that because it's your skin color, your gender, that you all must think the same and act as a hive mind and not be independent thinkers and think and talk amongst each other. If there's one thing I would ask the American people is to bring back the idea of open dialogue and have intellectual conversations about ideas and things of that matter. Donald Trump has brought an era of slaying this PC horrible thing that is censoring people from having conversations about ideas. If somebody says something ridiculous, let knowledge and let truth come forth and burn away the lies and stupidity.
My name is HB from the Bronx, New York. I'm supporting Trump, definitely. I really feel like if Trump doesn't get in office, then America may go down a detrimental path that we may not be able to come back from. And that's the honest truth. I think it's imperative that we get Trump in office. Even though we have a president like this now, we're more racially divided than we've ever been. Under the first black president that mostly white people voted for, we're more divided than we ever. And I don't like the fact that the Democratic plantation always tries to play off of the real pain and suffering that we have in the black community. But we're so much at each other's throat, we don't even see the plan.
We want you all, the left-wing media, to stop pushing that agenda. We were bullied until you better vote for the man because he's black. And now they're trying to push the same agenda. You better vote for the woman because you're a woman. We don't have to vote based on race or gender. We are voting based on who is going to do the job. And when we look at everybody, we only see one man that can get the job done, and that's Donald J. Trump.
So why is it that now we have a man who can't be bought, who's a real leader? Why do we have to bow our heads and be apologetic and ashamed to say that we support Donald Trump? You guys know about the guy that threatened me last week. Let's talk about you guys. You've been called racist. You've been called like myself and others, anti-black or anti-Hispanic. People have said things to you in public. You stand for what you believe in.
And you know what? I support Donald Trump. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm a black man. I'm a Donald Trump supporter. I'm voting for him. I'm voting him in.
He's a businessman. We're a global economy. I'm going to tell you like this. As a black man, I'm more excited about this election than I was Obama. I learned so much since 2008 that I really feel like Trump is the man to bring us back to where we need to be for my family and what's right for my stepdaughters.
Donald is really talking about building a wall that's going to create millions of jobs, bringing jobs back from China, negotiating better deals for America. I'm voting for Donald Trump for those reasons.
I'm a young black dude in the inner city of Chicago. It may not help me. Donald Trump being president might not trickle down to me at all.
for the greater mankind, I think it may be a start.
We finally have an outsider who's going to say enough is enough.
I'm voting for Donald Trump because I feel like he's the best person for the job.
He wants to keep the American people safe. He wants to bring back jobs where we can thrive. And he wants to unite this country and bring back spirit, and that's what we need.
You don't look like a Trump supporter to me. When people think about Trump supporters, hold this for me, Ernie. When people think about Trump supporters, not sure they think about you. What is he tapping into? Help me understand this. What is he? Just in a word or in a sentence?
Truth. It's time for somebody to make a stand. They're talking about black and white don't love each other. There's a lie. We built this country together. I'm making a stand for American people. Whoever want to make it happen, black, white, whoever. He's gonna take back this country. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna take care of veterans. He's gonna take care of all our veterans. He's gonna take care of military. He's gonna take care of the people. We're taking back America.
People are ready to come up.
I am the mother of 3 boys of the greater Los Angeles area. Mr. Chairman, it is so important that my 3 sons, have hope and opportunities for their future, that there are good jobs, and that there are families that need safety in their communities. Mr. Chairman, Donald Trump is the candidate that can provide for my boys and all Californians the hope and opportunity of the true American.
Donald Trump is not going to pander after no one race. His heart is after the human race. And despite the color you was born with, here in America, the only colors that matter are the colors of the red, white,
and you got to remember, he also says, I want to make America great again and better than ever before. But he's saying, I want to take back to a time when America's prestige was great. When people valued seeing the American flag, where we all loved being American. I want to take it back to a time when the American military was actually respected, a time when America was rich and running a surplus instead of almost a $19 trillion in debt. That doesn't mean I want to make it better for whites. I want to make it better for blacks. I want to make it better for Hispanic. I want to make it better for everyone. Everyone here in America would profit from America being great again.